も勝者のどちらかだけがトーナメントに進めます。
おい、俺のアンジェリカちゃんをどうしちまったんだよ。
相手がシルバーだと分が悪いな。アンジェリカの上品な戦い方は通用しないぞ。
それではコンバットファイト。
All right, my friends, we have episode number 8 of Ossan Newbie Adventurer. And, you know, I'm going to kind of crap on this episode a little bit. And it's not necessarily the episode's fault, okay? But here's the thing. I like Angelica. I think that she's probably the best side character of the show. I like what she introduces. And I actually like her more as a love interest than I do 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿. I get 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿, you know, from Rick's point of view. It's like this untouchable and he's had a crush on her and whatever else. But I actually like Angelica more as a love interest because she truly has an interest in Rick. She hated him and she came around to him. She's getting trained by him. I just like her better. But the reality is we know that the real, you know, quote unquote, there won't even be one. But if there was a love interest, it would be 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿, okay? My main problem that I'm having with the show right now isn't the fact that we have Angelica versus this, you know, lizard dude. It's not the tournament. My main issue I have with the show right now is we are watching Ossan Newbie Adventurer. And at this point in the anime, and this point in the show, Rick is still a newbie. He's still an F rank or E rank or whatever he is. We've done no adventuring whatsoever. We're now into this tournament arc for whatever reason. He's killing it but still very low rank. They're on this mission to collect, sorry guys. They're on this mission to collect the Dragon Balls or whatever. Has nothing to do with being a newbie, being an adventurer, whatever. And then on top of everything else, he's now training Angelica. So he's still a newbie. He's still a newbie adventurer, but now he's the one doing the training, doing the Spartan training and whatever else. Just showing us the fact that he's not a newbie. He's actually an S rank adventurer or whatever. And I get it, you know, he's OP and blah, 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 blah. And he didn't quite realize his powers and, you know, all the training he did, he was told that he was trash, but he was really elite. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. But, you know, in the spirit of what the show is supposed to be, at least what it's represented as, is Rick as a newbie adventurer going on adventures. And we just don't have that. And at this point, you know, we're in the tournament arc and, you know, Rick's going to end up facing off against the, you know, the top dude, you know, the wolf guy, or maybe the ogre dude will face off against him. And then Angelica's going to face this 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿 guy, this lizard dude. Rick's gonna probably fight for her honor so she doesn't have to marry this, you know, this dude or his uncle or whatever, you know, his dad or whatever it is. And yeah, it's just like the core story of the show is just like so whatever. Like even as I'm watching the show, and you know, the moment where Angelica like she was like a cave woman was genuinely, it was a really funny moment. And I would laugh because she was like, and I was like, that's some funny shit. But even those moments, it's like, but I get pulled back and remember like, oh, well, the main plot is like poo-poo. You know what I mean? And that really does hurt the show for me because it's one of those things to where it's like, oh, well, the actual thing that the show's about current state is so whatever, like, even the cool moments, I'm just like, I can't even really get hype about them because they're so just blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I am with the show. It's one of those things to where it's like, okay, these cool moments and funny moments I enjoy. But on the flip side, the moment I actually start thinking about, you know, okay, what's actually happening in the story or anything, it all just kind of crumbles and falls apart. And it's just like, oh, well, you just don't want to see some old guy do old guy stuff? It's like, well, no, not really. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I think Angelica's the best part of the show. If she was missing, I think the show would be really dog shit right now. I just gotta be 100% honest. You know, I think Angelica's really holding up the whole show on her back, at least for me right now. The humor that she provides, her character, the fact that she ran away this episode, the fact that she was like all like, you know, really princess style eating, you know, and then Rick's just, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I think she's really holding up the show. And I think if she was missing, the show would be really, really bad. But thankfully she's here and it makes it watchable. But then again, the main premise of the show, it's like, well, I just feel like we've gotten away from that because they suddenly are like, oh, how about a tournament arc? You know, how about a fighting arc? You know, it's like, well, how about the newbie adventurer goes on newbie adventures? You know what I mean? But anyways, I'll leave you guys on those thoughts. In and out, very sweet. This episode, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, I think is what I would go with. It was a decent episode. So I'll see you guys next week. Peace.